It's time. It's time, man. Grab your coffee, put on your I'm fucking bullish for this coming year crypto hat kind of thing, whatever, and prepare yourself. The crypto market is about to blow up, and everybody that's not believing it, that's fine. You'll get left behind. We take the profits. I'm definitely ready to take those profits. And on this channel, we have been investing and preparing and believing for such a long time. We are the ones that are going to get rewarded. And today I want to do one different little thing to make sure that the coming year is going to be very, very good for us. And that's, I'm going to buy some notes of a note sale that by the time you watch this video, the note sale has literally just started, right? I'll post a video in half an hour before. So you are like minute one. Because the thing with notes is that you contribute to a network, you invest a certain amount, you can buy 1 notes or 10, whatever. These things are not so expensive these days anymore, right? And then you can share all the rewards with everybody else that have bought these notes. But on day one, there are usually not a lot of people. We made a killer with Elysium. Sonaris did pretty well. Agent layer is dropping soon. We even talked about Lumia, about the Hypernodes, one of the biggest node sales, right? And now it's time for another project that I think is like, let me put it like this. If this is going to work, then it's like, then people who bought the notes can retire, in my opinion. And I want to take that gamble, man. I want to take that gamble. So if you are already feeling like, dude, I don't know what it is, but I'm putting my money in, there's a link down below where you can check that out. Once you've bought the note, you can also share your code with people so everybody can refer each other. It's one big refer party. That's great. First, let's jump into Bitcoin because I started super excited and I just want to explain to you why and why this node is now such a good idea. Because Bitcoin is sitting close to its all-time high. It's ranging a little bit, but it hasn't broken out yet. Okay, fair enough. When was the last time Bitcoin did that? Well, for example, in the last cycle, when Bitcoin was sitting towards its all-time high, it hasn't broken out yet. What happened after it broke out, 14th of December, that's where the altcoin market started to do spectacular. 14th of December is, in fact, where the altcoin market did not make new all-time highs yet because, of course, they are running behind Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is like, here we go, that way, guys. And altcoins be like, you first. Shitcoin. No, you're a shitcoin. Whatever. ADHD. It's all good. But let me tell you that once the market picks up and once Bitcoin cracks to its all-time high, in all seriousness, altcoins historically fly. And they get to like valuations which you now consider like that's not going to happen. That's unrealistic. Yeah, that happened every time. That's just what it is. There's so much money in Bitcoin. If even a little bit of that flows into altcoins, we can make these gains. And with new innovative projects that you can buy, not even the bottom, but before the bottom, so far it worked out so great. And it gives you a passive income, right? It gives you an income. You have money every day. I made these pools like, guys, the market is crashing, right? Well, crashing, whatever the fuck you call it. The market is going down. Who's buying the dip? And almost 50% said, no, I don't have money. You could have had money, right? If you worked on getting a passive income. And now you probably feel like, yeah, well, it's not too late. It's never too late. But yesterday was better than today, definitely. But tomorrow, not such a good idea. Now, before we get into the what I think is a fucking awesome project, which I really want to be early on, Keiichi made a very good tweet about notes. I saw a tweet arguing against notes, and a part of it is true, but I bought a Gala note very early, and it's true that there is a promise of leveraging Gala success in other projects, but some do work out depending on how early you are. Look, notes are super speculative, right? Notes are super speculative. It's kind of like a pre-sale, but you have a pretty decent allocation, right? Notes used to cost $4,000 or $5,000. These new structured notes are more like $800 to $1,000, right? So they are more affordable for a lot of people. but still it is more than just putting $50 in a pre-sale. So it is super speculative. It is super high risk, but that also comes with super high reward, right? And the first node sale that I talked about is the Elysium, and that's a big, it's a good example of that, right? Super speculative. Like, we did not buy it here. We did not buy it here. We bought it here, right? It's simple as that. Then it came out, did like insane returns, and then people felt like, oh, it's not working out. And what happened then? It did a 60x or something like that. It went absolutely incredible. And now this is generating the most insane passive income. Like, I have a great passive income with only this one. And there are such more of these nodes now as well. And they don't all play out, right? Some projects, they might not deliver. Some projects, they do deliver. And if they do, if you bought a Gala node, you'd be rich, man. You will make a lot of money still daily. So what he says, let's break down, for example, Myria node. I bought a node of around $4,000. If I invested $4,000 of Myria when it launched, I would have had 500,000 tokens, which in theory I would still be holding, waiting for this bull market. But that's in theory, because if you buy these tokens, you will always feel like, maybe I should sell, maybe I should sell. With a node, you automatically dollar cost out because you get these tokens daily, right? But I didn't. I bought nodes. A single node has already paid me 500,000 tokens since I started running it in 2023. And everything I earn now is essentially extra tokens for many years to come. Again, if I had used that 4K to buy Myria at lunch, I would have these tokens already today. But now I have more, and I will have much more in the coming years. On top of that, and that he talks about Myria, but that goes for a lot of projects, and also the project that I'm going to talk about. If the project delivers, many benefits like new games, NFT drops could emerge. I'm not counting on it, but it could happen, resulting in extra money similar to free Gala drops. Like, that's the thing with nodes as well. It's not just that you're getting like free tokens. If the project has certain partnerships, they could do drops of those partnerships, right? They could do an NFT collect, they could do anything. And you'll never know how big the project is going to be. So let's get into something that I think crypto, like that, let me put it like this. I'm fucking surprised that this doesn't exist yet. This is OXVM. You may have already heard of it. I mean, it's also followed by a lot of people from CeDeFi, so would not be surprised if this will become a CeDeFi cell as well. And OXVM, they describe themselves as the fastest modular execution layer for Bitcoin. And what it basically is some kind of a layer 2 on Bitcoin, which finally makes Bitcoin EVM compatible, which means it's on MetaMask, for example, right? Because we use MetaMask, we use Trust Wallet, whatever. And what chains do we have there? Ethereum, AVEX, whatever, call them, right? But Bitcoin isn't there. Nobody uses Bitcoin as a chain. Nobody, right? So you cannot even build a good DApp on Bitcoin. And that's what OXVM is about to do. And that's what I think is super interesting about this. They also have a thread right here. And therefore, guys, like, you can, of course, maybe see if they come on CeDeFi. Again, still speculative, but CeDeFi incubation team is following them. So that's not for no reason, right? You can wait for them to come up over there. You can wait for the token to hit the market. But if you feel like, yeah, but I want to take an early gamble, because like on the channel, we have seen how nodes pay off and what kind of a passive income they pay, especially if you have multiple nodes, of course. But then it might be worth looking into it. So again, I'm gonna leave a link in the comments as well and in the description, so you could check it out. Do your research before you just blindly buy something. Okay, I am excited. I am buying this. I'm buying multiple nodes, but that's me. Right, that's me. That's not you. Do what you want to do. I want to bring this to your attention. And if you do like it, yeah, then there's a referral. I earn a little extra with that as well, like you can do as well. In all honesty, of course, like that's how you can help each other out. OXVM brings Bitcoin to the next level by enabling turning complete smart contracts. OXVM operates directly within Bitcoin's consensus layer, integrating an execution layer and a data consistency layer. Like I said, it makes it possible for builders to also build on Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is number one crypto. Let me say this: Bitcoin will always stay number one. There's no coin that's going to flip Bitcoin. None. Let's get the discussion out. If you do think so, by the way, let me know. But I don't think so, right? Then again, nobody fucking uses it even, right? It's a nice store of value, right? It's great, but it's also tech. And yeah, who's there in Bitcoin's tech, actually? I don't know. Not me. So there's a whole thread about this. So I'm not going to read this all to you. It's super long, of course, but you go read it. I think that this is super, super, super interesting. So let's get a little bit over it. And also what most people want to know, how are the tokenomics, etc. But first, what I think is super important, they have already raised $5 million in the seed rounds. They have some good investors. Razor is big, by the way. UOB, but Unicornverse, that's research Unicornverse, man. You will be pleasantly surprised. Just Google it. And grow gaming L2s in Bitcoin's ecosystem with, and then you see a couple of names that you maybe know. I am very familiar with Avocado DAO, for example, Unix Gaming, Good Games Guild. They rebranded, I think. I'm not sure. This is Bjorn, the founder. And what I like about Bjorn, he's an OG in this crypto space. He's introducing himself right here. Teams out there, of course. I am not gonna fuck around on this channel with new projects, with also undocs teams. New projects are already speculative enough. That's fine. But if the team is not docs or whatever, then I'm not going to talk about it. But in this case, it's nothing like that. Founder, techie, advisor, VC partner, likes nerdy things and things nerds like. I like that because if you want to have good technology, you need a fucking nerd. You need a nerd. We need nerds, dude. Look why Ethereum is so big. And look why Cardano is for some reason still up, right? We need nerds. So he has a good post retweeted about it. So what are OXVM nodes and why should you care? In a network, the nodes will perform key functions to ensure secure and efficient transaction handling. The router node monitors the Bitcoin network for UTXOs with UXVM's compatible introductions, ensuring comprehensive coverage. So you can read this all. I'm going to leave some links down below if you think that's interesting. But let's get into why you might want to run this node. As a node owner, you will earn the XVM token, referral fees, and many more rewards. Plus, enjoy exclusive perks like priority access and XVM airdrops. So like we said at the beginning of the video, it's more than just tokens. You contribute to a network which gives you the benefits of that network. And if this project is going to be the project, then the contributions are going to be rewarded, and that's beautiful. Now, what I like so much as well, like I said, you can get into maybe a pre-sale, right? If they have one, you can get into it on the open market, but 26%, my head is like by 26% of the total supply is going to the node rewards, right? So especially in projects as this, node holders have such a gigantic benefit, right? There is so much, and especially if you like watching this right now on day one, yeah, sweet, man. It's really sweet. I don't know. I love these new projects that do it like this. I love pre-sales, but a lot more projects lately, they go into node sales. And I understand why. They really have a secured allocation, a lot of money that they can use to build with. And the community is not like pump and dump, right? They get their tokens passively. You're automatically actually involved with the project, right? And it's not that you bought it and dump it again. So the rewards, daily distribution of 700,000 nodes. right? And that's going to be divided by all the nodes sold. So it's pretty cool. Like imagine you're watching this video and you are the only one who bought a node, right? You get 700,000 of these tokens. You won't be the only one. I'll be there as well, right? But you don't have to share it with a lot of people yet. And that's what Delesium did for me and for a couple of us on this channel as well. Like being day one, it's crazy. Then, because, hey, inflation, right? How are they going to do that? Yeah, it's not going on forever, right? Halving after 6 months. That's what Gala initially did, and it worked, right? So a lot of projects they take the ideas from Gala and they kind of make it better and then execute them. Whereafter daily distribution drops to 350,000 tokens per day, and the rewards will stop after 48 months. Okay, so for 4 years. You will get these tokens. Now, what I love is that also you have to understand this. A lot of people, they think ahead, but maybe not far enough, right? Most people be like, okay, if I buy the node now, I'm getting it next year. That's still in the bull market, but the year after it's already bear market, right? Why? Yeah, but 2 years after that, when we're still getting it, it's new bull market, right? This could be I don't know, it's my golden egg, man. So I like that. So examples, if 500 nodes are sold, everyone gets 1,400 tokens. Well, every node gets 14. You can buy 10 nodes if you want, right? And you get 14,000. Well, that's how the calculations are. And the withdrawals, which I think is very smart, subject to a 30-day lockup to withdraw 100% conversion, right? So it's not possible. It's what some projects did, right? They gave out the tokens right away, and then there's still a big dump, right? It's not what you want to do. You also want to make sure that that you start off right away at the right way. Immediate withdrawal, 25% conversion. 10-day withdrawal, 50% conversion, and 30 days, 100%. Right. So if you want to get all your tokens, you have to wait a month. If you want it right away, 25%. Okay, so that's I think that's super smart. That's super smart, because also a lot of people are going to choose for this one, and that's gonna make our tokens more valuable. So I love that. I really love that. The price, it's dirt cheap, right? And like I said, Gala was 4K, 5K, maybe even more. I don't know. Myria was 5K. Also, again, $700, right? So I'm buying like 10 of these things. I don't care. Because this is the type of investment that always have worked out for me. After 10,000 nodes sold, the price increases by $1 for every 10 nodes sold, right? This is a pretty common structure that projects nowadays use when they distribute nodes. And why? Because it works, right? It works. Now, the node sale is taking place right here, right? So again, I'm gonna leave this link in the description down below. You can buy for $700. You can connect your wallet right there. You can use the Binance Smart Chain. You can use a couple of chains right there, right? So do check it out. So 700 tokens, 700,000 tokens per day is what we get. 5 up till 15% referrals on sale. So if you know other people that might like to step in this thing, you get a little extra for that. And it's not that these people have to pay more. No, it's just that instead of $700 goes to the project, $70 from that is going to you, for example. And network participation rewards. You are also entitled to XBTC gas fees, project revenue share as XVM or layer 2 native tokens, increased voting privileges, priority access, and more. AKA, this could be maybe even bigger than this, right? If this project really takes off and they pull it off, then the gas, imagine getting a pretty decent part of the gas fees from Ethereum. Fucking sick. This is Bitcoin, bro. Like, it's not that they create a new coin and say, oh, this is Bitcoin. No, they build a layer 2 on Bitcoin to make it EVM compatible so that they can build smart contracts and the apps on it. Why the fuck doesn't it exist yet? Right? Like, it's not that easy, I would say. But it's pretty insane. I will make a follow-up because we're 20 minutes in and I'm not even really went over the website or the white paper yet. right? So it's like I cannot even. I want to mainly specifically make this video about the node sale. Also, so you can maybe leave your technical questions about whatever for the project, and I'm gonna find it out and drop it in a new video, because only the white paper would take me 3 hours to shoot a video for, right? So let me know what you wanna know about this, what you think. If you have a certain opinion, I will definitely follow up on that. For now, still. Do check out the link down below if you think this is interesting. I think this could be really, really cool. Also with their backers, the fact that CDFI is following them, etc., etc., etc. So let's check this out later. It's crazy. There's so much to go over. Actually, it's kind of crazy, and it looks fantastic, man. So guys, let me know what you think. If you have questions, drop them. Like I said, I think I'm gonna buy maybe like 10 of these things. I don't know. I heard about Bitcoin and it seems to be a good project, right? So hey, building on Bitcoin, let's do that, man. For now, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.